Hello everyone, welcome back. No Man's Sky Permadeath Survival Challenge. When last we left, we were checking out our new capital ship, our freighter. Got a little tutorial. Let's go do the next step of that real quick. Laid out a few things in here, but we'll cover that in a second. So, we sent out a vessel, a frigate, to do a expedition or mission, and now we're going to have them report back now that they've completed that. So it's Fleet Command Online. Calibrating to Fleet Commander. Fill in the blank. So when they come back, they report on all the different places they've gone and the things that they did while they were out. This is a pretty short expedition, so there's not a lot there. Log entry 206, ambushed by hostile vessels while traversing Laurkini sector, countermeasures deployed, pirates destroyed, claimed bounty with system authorities, got some money, 346,000 units, that's nice. Mined an asteroid, no valuable metal found, arrived in the View Quanch system, anomalies reported in scan data, primary planet displays core temperature instability, ground conditions extremely hazardous, discovery data worth a bunch of money, learned of investment opportunities while refueling in the ICASM system. Local power plant had developed a novel technique for creating and harnessing miniature black holes. Purchased large share of the business, profited units, big total again. So we got about 1 million worth of units out of this mission. Pretty good for a half-hour long mission. And incidentally, we saw most of the types of encounters that we will see in missions. We sent it out on a balanced mission. If you recall, there are 5 kinds of missions. There are science missions, combat missions, trade missions, industrial missions, and then there's the balanced missions that have a mixture of encounters from the above 4. So this one we saw a pretty good spread of different things. I think we got one of each. And this has the same sort of procedurally generated entries, kind of like our discovery log has for flora and fauna and minerals. And I suppose that you'll remember that, so I'm not going to show that again right now. But so I've laid out a little bit of a base. It's just kind of thrown together to just give you a rough idea of what a base could look like on a freighter, but this is a lot of the same sort of things just thrown down together. This is about 16 refiners. I suppose I'm going to need at least 9 more than that, and maybe another 16 more than that once we get our full trade good operation rolling. But oh, I guess there's those 2 over there, so I think it's actually about 18. Anyway, and this is a room that just has all those Fleet Command interfaces. You can only have 6 of them. And then I have a little market terminal. I just love the idea of being able to shop from the bridge of my ship. Oh, let's buy some silver. Okay, I have silver. Or sell things, more likely. Gives you a convenient place to sell things. Let's see, what else we can put in here. We got a storage room over here. Just got it laid out the way I did the storage units in the base, but it looks cooler because they've got this holographic display. I really like how the freighter bases look. It's a lot more recent content, so I would expect such. It came with this random barrel that I still can't open because I don't have an Atlas Pass. I could make one, but at this point I just wonder if it's even worth it. Well, let me show you something cool about a freighter base. if we can find, there it is. As you can see, I do not, in my inventory, have any copper. And yet, I can still make this Atlas Pass. Same thing for the Atlas Pass version 2. I'm just going to go ahead and make that, I guess. I don't know. If I get another 101 emerald, I could just make the Atlas Pass 3. The Atlas Pass 2 is the same thing as the Atlas Pass 1, plus lets you open more things. Same thing for the Atlas Pass 3. I have plenty of cadmium, though. So I'm just going to make one to show you what it's like. And I did that from my storage containers on the freighter. I don't have to go into them to get the stuff out. It's super convenient. One of the best things about having a freighter base is that you have access to all your storage for crafting and things like that. So we'll be making plenty good use of that later. And let's just crack open one of these little barrels. Just calling it a fabricator of some kind. Barrel fabricator. Navigation data. Oh, that's two of them. Not terribly exciting, but whatever. Now you know why I haven't made one of those cards before. They're not super interesting. Alright, let's see. We should send out some missions. I've been out recruiting more ships, more frigates, and he has new expedition routes for them to go out on. So I'll show you once again what that's like. We only had one vessel before. Now we have a much wider variety. Well, I don't know if that's much wider variety, but it's a little bit wider variety of missions than we had before, and we've got the normal spread of mission times. Short missions are in the low single-digit hours, and the long missions are coming up on a whole day. The longest ones take 28 hours or so. The things we're most interested in are these industrial expeditions. These have a chance of coming back with modules that we can use to upgrade our freighter, or at least the tech that we can deploy on our freighter. So we're definitely going to send those out. I'll show you what that looks like real quick. I guess we did this last time, but one thing I couldn't show you before that I'd like to show you now. So we're going to send out 2 industrial frigates. We'll send out those 2. And we're going to send out some escorts. We're going to send out combat that has a good number. We're going to send out an exploration that has a reasonably good number in exploration. And we're going to send out a trade ship. There we go. And now we've got, it'll total up all of the various numbers on all of them. Down here we can see what we're getting from the frigates and from our capital ships command statistic. So we end up with a pretty sweet fleet rating here. It's 2 stars over the difficulty rating. That should almost certainly avoid any mishaps or failed encounters. So we need 200 fuel. I went ahead and made some earlier. We're just going to send that off. Boom. Super easy. We'll come back in like 6 or 8 hours and see what they found. And we can just do the same thing we just did. Send out 1 each of the other 3 types, and we'll end up with another 4-star fleet rating. Anyway, we don't need to do that over and over again. I will send out the other ones later. Let's see. So some other things that we have with our freighter. We can add storage with those cargo bulkhead modules that we've been getting from fighting off pirate fleets. And we can upgrade the tech that we can deploy on this ship with some of the stuff that we get back from some of those missions, and there's a couple of other ways to get it too. This is how we upgrade our warp drive for our freighter, and it's how we get all of the cool things that we can use to decorate or build on our base. We color our base Our freighter, I should say. It's not really the base, it's the outside that gets recolored with that, but we're going to want one of these double cultivation chambers. That's going to be super important for our trade goods that we're going to be creating. And we're going to want one of these scanner rooms. I'm going to show you what that one does in a later video. It's super useful. And of course we're going to want a teleport chamber. Anyway, so we're going to need to go get some of those. And that's why we sent out those industrial missions. And we're going to start doing some other things to try and get more of these salvaged frigate modules, it calls them. Let's see up here. Let's see. That's about it for here. Few other things I'd like to show you if we have time. First off, there's I can't remember if I showed this. I think I did. Showed the hangar with all of our ships that we've bought. One of the ways that we can get those salvage frigate modules are with these emergency signal scanners, and we're going to do a whole video on that because they help us find derelict freighters, and then we can go and dig through their ruined remains and find some stuff, some of which can be those salvaged frigate modules. And they can be kind of fun. It's kind of, well, I'm not going to say too much about it because I'm going to do a video on it. You'll just have to wait and see. They're fun. So we'll be doing that soon. Before we end this video, I want to make sure that we go and check up on our base computer because I've been waiting for a long time to do that. There's some bases I want to rename, there's some bases I want to delete, there's some things I want to do, and that mission is getting in the way because every time I look at my base computer it says archive ready to decrypt, and it's like, well, I don't want to do that on camera, so we're going to go do that real quick, and if we have enough time then we'll go explore the other planet that's in the system with this main refiner base that we have going on right now. So, since this new, relatively recent update that's come out, version 4.0, I think they said, of No Man's Sky, they've changed how the base computer archive missions work. Now, instead of there being a timer like we had before, it says, okay, recovered archive encrypted, we have to input a passkey to proceed. And what we see over here are some of these words in double squiggly brackets. And that is what you see when the game is testing your language knowledge. So, depending on how many words we know, we may be able to input the passkey and unlock the next archive, decrypt it. So, we don't know which language it's asking us for. There's 3 different languages. Let's go with an easy word. 2. I bet we have 2. No, we failed. Okay, let's try. Actually, I recently picked up this word atlas. I'm going to grab that and see if it works. It works! Yes! Alright. Archive unlocked. Automated archive recovery in progress. Data recovered 42%, new data available. Search those archives. Another one of these supplemental logs that I've decided to call these 4925X. They're all 4925X now. Sentinel drones, patrols never seem to end. I claimed so much from the Earth. And we get construction logs. What blueprints do we get this time? Exosuit technology data extracted, downloading plans, personal upgrade module. Okay, that's not very exciting. We got a C-range scanner module upgrade, and that is because we already have the blueprint that it was going to give us. Not super exciting. But we're mostly doing this for the lore at this point, so that's cool, that's fun. Hopefully now I can get in there and rename, and I'm scared to even look at it, honestly. Scared to even look at it. Is it gonna... Okay, good. Not something I probably needed to check on camera, but I'm happy that I have access to my base computer again. Alright, we need, we've got a few minutes left. Let's go and check out the other planet in the system. There's only one. There it is. It's unknown. It has rings. Let's go see what's on it. Looks to me kind of like it might be a desert world, which would be good. We could get pyrite there. We could get a little bit more of the cactus flesh that we're going to need. No, it's a toxic planet. Okay. That has copper, ammonia, and cobalt. Fungal mold. That's not super exciting. I found something interesting off camera I'm going to have to show you in a later video. It's probably going to be several videos later now at this point, but I found a world that looks just like this. Well, at least its resources are just like this. This is sending us to the space station, not to the planet. We're still going to go... unsafe trajectory. There we go. That freighter fleet warped in right on top of us. Warp in on the light side of the planet. Thank you very much. We'll at least make landfall and see what this world looks like. It's kind of brown. Usually these toxic worlds are green. Let's see. Wow, that almost hurts to look at. Look at this crazy planet. It's got some weird kind of like vapor trails coming off of these mega flora. Whoosh, we'll just fly right through that. And there's these kind of, they're almost glowing, these other smaller. I guess they're fungal? I saw something. Aha. Cool little antenna thing. We're going to land here. We're going to see what that's about. But first, we're going to scan that little critter crawling along over there because, I don't know, it seems like the thing to do. We did not get the critter. Work with me. Don't know if I mentioned it, but in the new update, scanning is much faster. It used to take about twice that long. So you're able to get a lot more scanning done a lot more quickly. That's great for getting some units and some nanites. Let's see if we can grab this guy right here. Maybe? Yeah, got it. Alright, enough of that. Let's see what this giant antenna looking thing is. Don't see anything else here. Only seems to be this. Waypoint, it says. What is a waypoint? There's a little green ship. That means there's a landed pilot nearby. Minor settlement. Not very exciting. Let's see if we can catch that pilot before he leaves. Can't remember if I've had a chance to show that on camera or not. Nope, he's already gone. Oh well. So, this toxic world isn't ugly and green like all of the other ones I can recall ever seen before. Maybe we'll put a base here. It just kind of looks cool with those weird vapor trails coming off of those they look like thistles to me. I don't know about you guys. They look kind of like thistle plants to me. You're going to have to look that up, I guess. But I think that will about do it for today. What an interesting planet we finally managed to find at the end of this video. I think it's too cool not to put down a base. We'll see. Really, it looks a lot more like one of those irradiated worlds than it does like a fungal world, like a toxic world, I should say. But anyway, I was saying my goodbyes, so we're going to do those goodbyes now. Thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll be back again soon with another one. We'll see you again next time. Until then, bye.